Hello, second grade writers. Today we're going to continue with lesson 2. Let's look at the vocabulary words for this lesson. The first word is visitors. Visitors are guests or people who come to visit you at your house. And our second word is amazed. Amazed is when you're astonished or surprised. When something is awe-inspiring, you feel amazed. Okay, our objectives for today. We have a conventions objective and a writing objective. Let's look first at our conventions objective. I will be able to use apostrophes to form possessives. So in lesson 1, we did some work with apostrophes and we're going to continue that in today's lesson. And then our writing objective is I will be able to write an opinion piece and support it with reasons. Same thing, yesterday we wrote our opinion about whether or not Johnny Appleseed was an important figure, and we're going to continue practicing our opinion writing. Okay, let's look at identifying apostrophes in plural possessives. When a possessive noun is singular, it is spelled with an apostrophe and an S. When a noun is plural, and remember, plural means two or more, so when a noun is plural, it usually already ends with an S. So in that case, add only the apostrophe to show possession. So for example, the words boys, so S apostrophe, cars, S apostrophe, and bears, S apostrophe, are plural possessives. So the apostrophe comes after the S to show that it's more, two or more. Okay, this first example. The children's kittens sleep in a basket. The plural word children does not end in S, so add an apostrophe in the letter S to make it possessive. The kittens' toys are nearby. The plural word kittens does end in S, so just add the apostrophe. Okay, so we're going to practice. I'm going to show you how to change the following to a plural possessive. So for the first example, make this a little smaller. The lunches of my friends. So another way that we can say that would be my friends' lunches. Okay, so again, since it's two or more friends, it's S and then the apostrophe follows. The second example, the toys of the cats. What we would say would be the cat's toys. And then the final example is the games of my brothers. We would change that and say my brother's games. Now all of these examples end in S already, so all you would have to do is add the apostrophe after. So now you're going to do the conventions in your writing journal that is in the Google document. So you're going to work again with identifying apostrophes in plural possessives. Apostrophes in plural possessives. Write 2 of your own sentences that use plural possessives. So you'll be typing these into the Google document. So if you need another example, maybe I would say, let's make this bigger. And remember, we always need to start a sentence with a capital. I might say, my sister's dogs are going to go swimming at the beach. Okay, so that's just one example. So here, the plural possessive, sisters, right, 2 or more, the apostrophe follows the S. The dogs belong to my sisters. Okay, so I would like you to come up with 2 of your own sentences. You can look at this one to help you, or look at these examples here if you need ideas. Okay. Now we're going to continue with the writing part of the lesson. So we're working on making connections. The title of this unit is Pioneering New Ideas and New Worlds. Pioneering refers to something that has not been done before. So the unit title means thinking of original ideas or exploring new places. So how does the book connect to the unit title? So let's look at some guiding questions to help us. What is the writer's purpose in writing about John Chapman? What details, facts, and quotations does the writer provide to support his viewpoint of John Chapman? What text evidence shows that John was a pioneer? And what details show the ideas and things that John valued? Okay, exploration has been important for our country. Society grows when it discovers new things. The writer of John Chapman, Planter and Pioneer, tells us that he thinks John is a pioneer in the book's title. The writer also tells us John has some ideas that are new and many ideas that are different from other people's ideas. So when you write an opinion piece, you should use evidence from the text to show connections. That means you go back to the book to look for examples. So let's see here. John was always at home. With all those plants and animals, he was never alone. The whole outdoors was his home, from page 7. So the writer includes statements that show how comfortable John felt about living in the wilderness, which is different from how most other people feel. Well, he had lots of wild fruit and vegetables. John would not go hungry, from page 8. The writer provides these details to show that John had a pioneer's hardiness and ability to adapt to his environment. And finally, welcome to my home, he said. This is how I live in my wilderness. The wilderness is my home, from page 10. The writer uses quotations that show how John felt in order to emphasize his own view of this person. Okay, so writing an opinion paragraph. Today we will write about why you think the book ties to the title of the unit, Pioneering New Ideas and New Worlds. You will find text evidence that gives reasons for your opinion. So again, some guiding questions to help us think before we write. How will I explain my purpose for writing this opinion paragraph? What reasons might I give to support my opinion on how this biography connects to the unit topic? And what are some key details that will help me to explain this connection to my readers? So before you start writing, it's really important to organize your writing so it'll make sense to your reader. So let's look at an example here. So I'm going to model forming and stating an opinion about pages 7 to 10. As I look for details in this biography to see how it connects to the idea of pioneering, I noticed that John liked to explore new places. He was happiest when he was in the wilderness. I think he also had a good idea about a way to make changes in the landscape of the growing country. So after writing, you need to find ways to add to your writing to give more support to your opinion. So let's look at how to do that. Add support to your opinion. John Chapman, Planter and Pioneer is the perfect book to include in a unit about pioneering new ideas and new worlds because that is exactly what Johnny Appleseed did. The book describes how he walked and walked through the wilderness, all the while planting apple seeds, which no one had ever done before. He lived in the outdoors and off of the land. Johnny Appleseed was indeed a pioneer of new ideas and new worlds. So now it's your turn. Under lesson 2 in your writing journal, in your Google document, you're going to complete this question for lesson 2. So you're going to revisit pages 7 to 10 of John Chapman, Planter and Pioneer. Then write a paragraph that explores the connection between the title of the book and the unit title, Pioneering New Ideas and New Worlds. Use reasons and evidence from the text to support your answer. So I will help you by giving you a sentence starter. When you start to type, but first you have to make sure you go back and look at pages 7 to 10, and I did put those pictures, those pages in your writing journal, and then I also will show them in a minute. So you might say, the title of the book and the unit title are connected because, and then I want you to fill in the rest and tell me, why do you think, again, the title John Chapman, Planter and Pioneer is connected to the unit title Pioneering New Ideas in New Worlds. Remember, you can rewind the video and go back and look at my examples I showed you to help you get some ideas. And you have this sentence starter to help you get going. And remember, you can always pause the video. And then I'm going to just show you pages 7, 8, and 9. And finally, page 10. So make sure you go back and look at these pages first before you write. As always, I'm here to answer any questions. You can leave me a comment on Google Classroom, and I will be checking your writing journals later. Thank you.